Your mind is going to be blown by the carpet stain removal this week. Is unblocking drains part of pressure washing and deep cleaning at a village hall? We're forced to take action as a customer owes £2,000.
No, they haven't paid nothing. They haven't paid a penny. That's what I mean, they owe us £2,000 plus.
And we talk parenting challenges and learning a good work ethic as the kids come to work. All that and so much more. I'm Lee, this is Vapor Clean. Let's see behind the cleans. It's Monday, the 8th of April. I'm in the office a little bit early, not overly early. I was trying to get in a bit earlier than what I have actually managed. But kind of fell off the wagon when I went on annual leave for sort of just eating healthy, keeping myself exercising and stuff like that. And you know, you sort of think when you go on holiday or you take time off that you're going to feel a lot better for it and everything else. I've got to be honest. Had the opposite effect. Didn't feel too good, didn't perform very well in the office, or I didn't feel like I did. So I'm trying to get out my own head. Got back into exercising this morning, back up to my early morning routines to hit the week running. We've got lots of things to do. It was a seriously tough week for the team last week. Just lots of hurdles to get over. If you haven't seen that episode, click the link above so you can scoot back and catch up before we go on. But we've got lots of things that we need to get straight this week, iron out. I want to put some things to bed. You can see we've got notes all over the place on, oh, where's the board? There. We've got lots of notes going on there on the board. We've got lots of notes going on over there on that board. We've got this board over here, it doesn't look particularly up to date. We're just a bit disorganised and a bit all over the place, and we're not performing as well as we should be. And I think a lot of that has been down to me. So I need to get my head straight. Hence the reason why I've come in this morning, and I've already started my usual morning routine. To get my head in the right place, I've got some bits to tie up to make sure people are now settled. Someone else coming into the office has kind of made us a little bit disjointed as well. So we're going to iron that out, get them into their right seats, make sure they can perform how they need to be performing, and then we can go from there. And then I've got some stuff to do today. Got a few updates for you coming as well on a few things that we've been talking about. So keep watching. I'm not going to bore you to death right at the beginning of the video. I'm just literally going to drop them into you shortly. First of all though, let's go over and have a look at some of these extractor jobs. Typical Monday, and we've got some horrendous extractors that the guys are on. Let's go and take a look.
Jordan's Guide to Getting in Ducks.
Bit tight in the air.
Well, I'm not surprised. Mate, I swear to God, if you get stuck, I'm not dragging you out. If you get stuck, I ain't dragging you out.
You're right, mate.
Biggest thing that's happening today is the AD Innovations new contract site is starting as well. So we've got Ashley, we've got Paul, and we've got Oliver over at that site at the moment, getting that all set up and running. It is quite a big site, so they're going to be up there for the day. Got a few issues with the actual team that are 2Ping over. Not necessarily issues, it's just the fact that one person was, then they wasn't, and this, that and the other. We've got interviews and things going on there as well for the other open positions. So it's a busy day.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, how you getting on?
All right, I've got staff.
You got staff?
Yeah, that's all I'm worried about. So I've spoken. We had a few issues. There was no extension needed, things like that. So I've spoken to Chrissy.
Yeah.
And I put her in the picture that me, Matt, and Paul will be in tomorrow morning to get all the vacuuming done and everything. She's fine. I mean, me and Paul been there all day today.
Yeah.
So we've put the hours in. So I think once the girls are 4 girls, it'll be.
Oh right. Well.
So I'm pleased with that because I was getting a bit worried about that one.
Well, we were kind of dropped in it, weren't we? To be fair, one minute we had someone, the next minute we didn't. They hung it out as long as they could to let us know about the back shift, and got a little bit stitched, to be fair, didn't we? But no, you and Kim have pulled it out of the bag, so.
Yeah, Kim, she done well there, so any luck by tomorrow, Paul will be doing some extra work in there along with them, and they should be fine.
So, following on from last week, getting the approval for the van repair for this Transit Connect, I need to nip it back over to the repairers just so they can finalise exactly what they need and bits and pieces like that, and then we can get that all booked in. Well, we've got it booked in for next week anyway, but that's why we just need them to have a look at it. So I'm going to shoot it over and see how they get on. This side's quite minor, to be fair.
Yeah.
A couple of little bits.
Yeah.
That's probably the worst bit. And then we've got that bit on the front.
That bumper, wing door, side door, and then blend the side wing. So what were you thinking? You want to roll a deal into that?
Yeah, I basically want to try and get the lot done,
Yeah.
so it's finished, because this should have been done a while ago anyway, but
Yeah,
what with
yeah.
one accident, then the other accident, and everything else. So
we look at a bit of extra.
yeah,
I'll do every dent. Obviously, you'll have to deal with the decals.
yeah, I'll deal with decals. I'll have a look at the van. He's happy, I'm happy. Get the van in later in the week, get it repaired. Finally get this van looking good again. Can't stand having a van looking rough and ropey. Go on, you right. That's it, scrape it off. And just scrape it off. So it's got about 6:30. I was just trying to finish up because we had an upload issue with this week's episode of Behind the Cleans, and unfortunately it hasn't uploaded. It's supposed to come out in about 40 minutes. 30 minutes, supposed to normally comes out about 7 o'clock, as you should hopefully know, but we've had an upload issue. It hasn't uploaded properly. I need to get it uploaded, so I was trying to hang on, but it's not working. So it says it's got about an hour to go. It's going to come out late tonight. I've got it on there. It's still going to upload. I'm going to check it in an hour or so from home on my laptop, and then hopefully that will wrap it up. Got a bit more to do. Got a bit more done today. Got some good talking through with Danny, going through, having a look at our conversion rates and stuff like that, which we're going to talk a bit more about during the monthly meeting tomorrow. All in all, a relatively productive day. Stuff's gone on site all okay. Guys got on the jobs okay, despite someone being off. Craig was also off today, which I forgot to mention this morning, which has obviously put a little bit more pressure on me, which is why I've found this issue with the Behind the Cleans episode. So, but I'm going to head home, I'm going to have some dinner, and then I'm probably going to, well, I am definitely going to jump back on to get it all up and running and get that uploaded as well. But for now, that's it for today. It's Tuesday morning. I'm just heading into the office now to get things going. We've got quite a big day for the technicians out today. 2 quite big, deep cleans. One is for a village hall, which we're going to check out. Multiple things that we're doing there. You know, one call cleans it all at Vapor Clean. That is our phrase. That is how we work. And we've got all the kit we need to get everything done. So we're doing everything in the kitchen. We're doing some pressure washing. Lots of different stuff over there as well, so that will be good. Myself today, I'm in the office all day again today. Got a very important meeting later on this afternoon, which I'll explain more about later. Keep watching to find out about that. It's quite exciting, and I've got a bit of a decision to make about something else that I've been alluding to as well. I think I've kind of already made the decision, which means I will finally reveal exactly what I've been looking at and where we're looking to go, because I don't think... Well, just keep watching and I'll tell you later on. But first of all though, for me, I'm in the customer service office helping to do some training. We were looking at stats yesterday, myself and Danny, and you know, we've dropped down on the stats because we've been short in the office. I'm not going to say it's not the fact that we've not been efficient. The trouble is, if you don't have enough manpower or woman power, as I've said before, in the office to deal with everything, then things are going to fall short and you're not going to hit the target quite as much as you want to. But there are some things that we need to make sure that we're doing the best way we can. So we're going to look at that again today, and that's where I'm going to start my day. There's a problem with this pressure washing job. We're at a village hall to clean all the way round the edges and the car park and driveway in. But Scott's found a problem he has to solve first. Is it our problem? Is it part of the job? Let us know in the comments what you think. Should the customer have got it sorted first? We don't care. We're just going to get on with it, solve the problem and get the job done. So we're going to clean all these drains out, we're going to get them nice and clear, otherwise where's everything going to go anyway? Get in there, get out. Then it's time to get stuck in. And as you can see, it's obvious to see why everything was blocked. There's loads of debris coming off this, lots of soiling, and it's going everywhere. But as usual, Scott's going to clear all that down, make sure he tidies up so it's absolutely spot on. Wait and see the final result.
Oh god, let's clean that. Drain wings, drain ways.
Excellent result as always, Scott. Well done. Top job. Oh, what a palaver. So you may have seen me mention about the AA or breakdown recovery. If you haven't, click here to watch that and sort of catch up. But basically, the renewal on that, for one reason or another, created a sort of kind of 24-hour lapse in between, and thinking, I kind of thought that wouldn't be too much of an issue. We'll be all right. It'll be fine. It's only 24 hours. Typically, we have an issue in 24 hours, or within that 24 hours. So Paul, the support op, has had a blowout on one of his tyres. Luckily, it's not on the motorway, it is on a side road, and we've gone from there. We've got no one local. Everyone, for some reason, is out of that area, which has just been a nightmare. He's been struggling to get the tyre off and actually make the change, just to put the spare on. So it's been a bit of an headache, to say the least. But thankfully, I've managed to get hold of a local tyre fitter, mobile tyre fitter, and he's gone out and done the change on that as well and got it all swapped over. So we have got it sorted, but it's just another one of those bloody headaches and a bit of a nightmare. Today's been kind of one of those days as well. It's sort of just gone through, but they've had a good day out on site. Again, the new contract site has been running really smooth. The new people have been going through their training there, which is absolutely fantastic. So we're making good headway. We're getting there. Don't let health inspectors catch you out. The team have moved inside for our village hall deep clean. Scott's just done the external clean. Check that video out if you haven't seen it already. Here they are, pulling everything out and getting to all the areas that the kitchen staff just can't get to. And that's the places the health inspector's gonna check. Then it's moving on to the deep cleaning the appliances, giving them a really good clean and extending their life. Attention to detail is always key, which is why our vapor steam technology absolutely exceeds. Look at it go to work on these wheels. There's no scrubbing, there's no need. We're going to blast it away with the steam and simply wipe away. Last but not least, then we move on to the floors. It's a deep scrub of the floors. We've applied some degreaser. We're going to agitate, we're going to move it around, and then we are going to extract with our steam extraction machines as well. Look at the results. The guys are over the moon. What do you think? Let us know in the comments.
You can see the dirt. Yeah, that looks good.
So I've just been dealing with the client that I mentioned gave notice to basically cost cut and save from there. And I've gone back and forwards. We've been going back and forwards now for a period of time, because essentially we have made an offer to try and keep the cost the same as it was. So for us to absorb that increase, which is rare that we would do that. But we've worked so hard to get the team on that site and get them all happy and set up and everything else, and go from there. We're still kind of going back and forwards with them, because I think because it's a group, there's a few people that are involved, and it's basically not a unanimous decision that they should actually stay. They still feel that they could maybe cut costs. I'll be honest, I absolutely think it's going to fall apart if they cut costs, because they're not going to be able to cut costs enough whilst maintaining the existing team and to maintain the existing standards. So it's either going to be cut hours or cut wages or lose people or whatever, which is going to make it go bad. And they came to us in the first place, and they said when they gave notice, "Oh, you absolutely delivered on all your promises." So we're going to keep you in the loop of that, and hopefully we can maintain that contract and go with there. They haven't found another contractor yet. They've asked us for all the 2P information because they weren't aware that 2P would apply. So I've provided all of that. They're going back. I think they're now going to go out to market and see what they can do. So potentially, once they start sharing that information, they may change their mind, but watch this space because we just don't know.
All wrapping up for today. I've just got a couple of bits and pieces just to finish off. What with Craig being off, we've got a few issues there. Just a few extra bits for me to kind of set up. Might be a little bit of a situation to reveal there as well, so you're gonna have to keep watching, but it might mean some opportunities and some changes in the way we do things as well, so keep watching. But for now, I'm gonna wrap up my loose ends and then I am going home, and that'll be it for Tuesday. So it's Wednesday, just got to the office, hoping for a bit of a quiet day today. I had lots going on the last couple of days. We've had very low views on all of our TikToks for the last couple of weeks. I'm not sure why, and I need to investigate why, but it says we're only getting like less than 10 views on every video, and if that's correct, then obviously we've got some serious problem there. So I need to have a look into that and figure out why. We did get a comment removed because apparently it went against their policies. It wasn't a major comment, but I commented shark teeth with a shark picture. Reason being is because it was carpet cleaning, and within the industry we call it shark teeth when you've got those triangle lines. And basically this person in this video had loads of that. Now I don't like that because personally I think that's a bad thing, but I didn't mean it in a negative way, and I don't think that's exactly how it was taken, because most people wouldn't know. But within the industry, if you want straight lines because it means you're going back and forwards, whereas if you're doing diagonal lines, you're going back and across, which means that little triangle has got more moisture in it, so it's not ideal. I really think that's why should be an issue, but there we go, that is what it is. Just hoping for a quiet day and we'll see how we get on. What makes this sofa so hard to clean? The untrained eye might say the colour, but the actual issue dictates the method. It could absorb huge amounts of moisture and even deliver a patchy result if you use the traditional hot water extraction method, which you and I are used to seeing on these platforms all the time. So what's the issue? Well, it's twofold. You've got the weave, because of all the undulations, the bobbles, everything else. You can see that in the pictures at the beginning of the video. The second issue is the fibre type. This is a high wool content natural fibre. By using hot water extraction on that, plus the foam within the sofa, you can absorb a lot of moisture, which will extend massive dry times, but also can leave a damp smell as well. So we use our patented cleaning method, which you can see actually doing here, which can deliver as fast as a 30-minute dry time. Because I need to record something and I wanted to do it with you two in the trunk. Why are you trying to avoid the camera? What's wrong? I thought you watch so much of YouTube, I thought you'd want to be on YouTube. No? I knew one of you would.
Why do you want it with us?
Well, just add something, doesn't it?
Wait, is it even?
Yeah, it's recording at the moment,
Oh.
Oh. So it's Thursday morning, I'm heading into the office now, a little bit late because it's the joys of running a business on half term. You've got to go to work, whatever it is, you've got to keep the wheels rolling. Little ones in the back because they're having to come with me before grandma gets down here, and then she's going to have them for the day. Obviously had quite a lot of time off last week and the week before, so I can't be off too much. So yeah, heading to the office, get that sorted. Busy day today, got lots of stuff catching up. The content creation that I was doing yesterday did consume all day and some, and I didn't quite get it finished, so I got a little bit more, but it does take me quite far ahead, so I'm not in any rush going forward. But let's get this day done. You really can't hide. The camera's too wide for that. Stop recording.
So Grandma's picked up the kids, they've gone home. Well, they've actually gone to Ninja Warriors in Cribs Causeway, which I'm sure they're gonna have lots of fun at. I know last time I went there it nearly ruined me, but hey ho. Yeah, but it's nice having them, and I do think it's good having them come in and see what's going on and see what I do, get an understanding for the fact of why I can't necessarily take the whole day off for them and stuff like that. It's also good to come in and because they see what's going on. Silly little things like when I pulled up at the office, because we've got one of the vans downstairs, my son looked at the van and he said, "Oh, why does it say one call cleans it all on your van?" And I said, "Oh, that's because that's our slogan." And he said, "What's a slogan?" And we kind of had that conversation around what the slogan is and everything else. Then we moved on to kind of core values and teaching the team that, you know, one call cleans it all, so we can figure out a way and make sure we can do things, which is basically how we got started. You know, when it was me and my dad just all them years ago, we would take on every little job, and we were taking on the bigger, harder jobs that people wouldn't do or couldn't figure out how to get done. And we were using our sort of entrepreneurial problem-solving brains to really get them sorted, get them done, and make the customers happy. So it was really good to have that conversation. I honestly believe, you know, want my kids to have that hard-working work ethic, because, you know, that's how I learnt it, was with my dad, going to work with my dad from the age of 12, basically, and really learning the means of working hard. And I want them to see that. So as they get older, they're still a bit young at the moment, but as they get older, I'll be encouraging them to get involved a little bit more, get a little bit of a part-time job. They will most certainly be cleaning. In fact, I like the fact that I'm just around the corner from the office, because they will probably end up cleaning the office. Obviously, they'll get paid for it fairly, reasonably, the same as everyone else, but it's good to do that. So no, it's good. It was good to have them around as well. Shame I can't have the day off with them. Plan currently is to have the day off with them tomorrow, but that is kind of in the balance because I had so much time off last week, but we'll see. Time to get on for today though.
Is that all right? Yeah. Is it coming up?
Yeah. Oh mate, amazing. Amazing.
Not all of it probably will. So we're using CBT on that as well.
Yeah.
But a lot of it will.
Oh, looks good on video, mate.
Looking good, isn't it? Pretty fast. So we've got after and before.
Looks amazing.
Hopefully we'll see that.
Mate, you can honestly.
Voila.
It's Friday and I'm in the office. Most important job of the day today, tea. Tea is life, so have to have a good strong cup of tea. Trying to tie up some loose ends today. I didn't get all the marketing stuff done yesterday, and obviously yesterday I said it was in the balance whether or not I was actually in the office at all today. I wasn't supposed to be. I had put myself down for a day off to spend the last day of the half term with the kids. However, it just hasn't panned out that way. I've got too much going around in this little brain of mine, and it is causing me to have lack of sleep and things like that. So I need to get stuff done. I need to make some decisions on certain things. I'm looking at different aspects. So we've got some things happening on the marketing side, which I'm going to reveal next week. I'm not comfortable revealing it yet, but there is something quite exciting potentially happening there. So come back next week and check that out so you can see what's going on. So we've got quite a lot going on that side. The lead generation on the contract cleaning side needs to change. It's not being quite as effective as we would like. So I need to make some changes on that side, which could also result in another expansion of the team. And the team just forever seems to be growing, which is fantastic. You know, I love providing opportunities, but by expanding the team, not only does it come with more opportunities, but it comes with more cost. And effectively, the biggest cost for us here walks on two legs.
It's simple as that. Now, don't get me wrong, without the team, we can't do the work we do. But when you're considering roles such as admin here in the office, lead generation, marketing, all of that, it's not fee-earning work. So it comes in the margin that you put on top of the work. Now, when it comes to cleaning, everyone looks at, let's say, £15 an hour, but don't charge £15 an hour. Let's say £20 an hour. £20 an hour, right? So you're charging £20 an hour, and let's say, for example, you're paying £12 an hour. Everyone looks at it and says, if you've got £8 margin on that, gross margin, yeah, but you have a look at overall all the other costs that come involved in that. Plus, we don't get paid for every hour that we're out there. So let's take the technicians, for example. If the technicians are working for a 9-hour day and they've got 4 jobs, there's at least 2 hours, at least 2 hours worth of travelling each day. We don't get paid for that travel, or it's within that extra cost. Support operatives. People don't take that into account. If they've got 10 hours on a site, then we don't get paid for the extra hours that the support ops are there. Me, Ashley, Kim, none of that is paid for within that, well, it is paid for within that £10, or it's rather it's paid for within that £8. So it all adds up, and that's why there's always these decisions around.
So all of that sort of stuff going through my head at the moment. We've made some massive progression in the last 12 months. I'm really over the moon with that. You're going to have to keep watching these episodes because we're going to do a big reveal on that as well, because we've come to our financial year end. So we can reveal exactly how well we've done, which I'm quite happy to do. But it's one of those, lots of things to get done today, and just need to focus on boxing them off and moving on. I'm going to come to you later on today with a few more little announcements and kind of wrap-ups. I'm not finishing at 3 either, so I'm here all day, and we'll see how the team get on. But kettle's bored, I'm going to make the tea. There was a bit of friction, wasn't there?
A little bit. Not right there.
Trouble is, the problem with people not communicating. They always.
She was like, I thought we saw it there. I was like, I don't know, I've just been told to come and collect it. She said, oh, well, we got our own cleaner now anyway. I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah, which is why they ain't paying it, isn't it? That's the trouble. They owe us $2,000. And they're just not communicating at all, including her.
You got 2 sweeping brushes for your $2,000.
Oh, thanks.
That's all right. I'll get back like 10 quid for you.
Yeah.
Did they pay it?
It's ridiculous. No, they haven't paid nothing. They haven't paid a penny. That's what I mean. They owe us £2,000 plus what we haven't invoiced yet. So they've got another 2 or 3 weeks on that.
Do you take them to court?
I will, yeah. But it's really hard to get anything out of them.
How much does it cost you to take them?
Depends how far it goes. I mean, just to start the process will cost you 80 quid.
Yeah.
If they fight it or they don't communicate or whatever, then you go to, it will just basically go up and up and up from there. But to get it, if they fight it all the way, and by the time it gets to court, it can cost you about 400 quid.
So
Plus all the time. Well, if you get it in the end. I mean, I've done it, I've done it 2 or 3 times in the past. I've got one outstanding at the moment, which was a crappy bloody bakery in Gloucester.
Yeah.
Which they owe us, they don't owe us anywhere near as much, but they owe us about 800 quid. It's cost me 300 quid more to get it there at this moment in time. But this has now been going on 9 months. So this is 9 months down the line. And the trouble is, what best case scenario is obviously you win, but then you have to wait for them to pay it. And if they don't pay it, then you obviously have to enforce the CCJ. But they can lose and then sit there and go, but I can't afford to pay you. So then they have to do a a test to see how much they can afford, basically.
So
and then
it's
3 months, 3 months. Because they're only a little site, aren't they? But that's the problem, see, because they're a little site, we've took our eye off the ball. Normally, if they don't pay 2 invoices, we stop cleaning. And then it's a case of we'll pay your invoice, we'll come back and start cleaning again.
Yeah.
But because they were only a small site, we've took our eye off the ball and kind of just let it go. And we've had this once before as well. So they did it for 2 or 3 months before and they blamed it on the invoices going to the wrong place, this, that and the other. So we sorted all that out, we managed to get paid for it and then we carried on and then it's just come back around again. Disgusting. Your filming skills are awesome.
Oh, really? I couldn't say awful sound.
No, amazing.
Really?
Until you obviously forget to press the record button.
You know what he's going to ask, you know, don't you?
No, I'm not going to ask anything. No, it's literally, it's really annoying. I've got like right up all of the hornets and everything, and then it stops.
And then I get to the office and I forgot to bloody record, didn't I?
Is that what you did?
Yeah, because I was chatting with Ashley, and then I done the whole clean, and then realised that the camera was on the chair, and I was like, oh shit.
But I haven't got anything else for the rest of the day either. So did you not do anything for the rest of the day?
I did, but I again forgot about the camera.
Oh, well, it is what it is. Oh, please don't be my glasses. Fucking is. Is that still recording? Yes, it's still recording. Oh, doing some filming now. It is 4:05. Everyone's gone home, as you can probably see. I'm just trying to wrap up the last bit of behind the cleans. So drop us in the comments. Let me know what you think of this episode and last episode, because I'm the one that's editing at the moment. So yeah, just trying to do the last few bits and pieces to tie that up, and then I've got a couple of things like cash flow and stuff like that to really fry my brain on a Friday afternoon before I can go home. So yeah, just adding the last few bits to it. Just stepped outside to get a little bit of fresh air before I finish up my last few bits, but I've just had a call from Ashley because he's been booked for a carpet clean job. Check this out. This is the stain that he's doing tomorrow morning. He's just double checking his methods before he tackles it, because this will go one way or the other. It either won't budge at all or we'll be able to get rid. Come back next week, we're going to put it in the episode. You can find out whether or not this is coming out. Well, that's it. I'm done for the week. Finally tied up. It is coming up, well, it's just gone 6:30.
So a little bit of a later one than I would like, but I'm done and I've got a nice amount all tied up. Thank you very much for watching. Please do come back next week. We've got another busy week for you next week. And don't forget, click the subscribe button below, turn on that notification bell so you get the heads up. And if you want to carry on watching, you can click here for an episode that you have not seen yet, or you can click here for a video that is recommended for you. Thanks very much for watching, and I hope to see you next week behind the cleans.